Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's movie blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. Hope you're doing well. And today I know that I just did a video talking about the news about Robert Pattinson, but I also wanted to make sure I got this news out as well, since Bounding Into Comics has officially picked it up, and I think that it's a very important story. If you really want to have a great video to check out, go check out Jeremy over at Geeks and Gamers, who has a video basically as a call to arms saying, hey, all YouTubers, big and small, especially the giant channels, need to start coming together and really need to start calling out YouTube for all of this copyright strike nonsense, because it's happened too many times before with things that are obviously protected under fair use. And so the most latest situation is that there was a recent footage, there was a recent extended scene that was released by Disney, meaning that it was produced by Disney, meaning that it was marketing materials for Disney's movie, trying to sell its Blu-ray, trying to sell it on post-release, meaning that media companies like websites, YouTube channels, etc., have the ability, or at least this is what the theoretical knowledge is, have the ability to pick those things up and utilize that footage. Because this is what we call, essentially, media credentials. Not media credentials, but rather media material. And this is what they release before any movie. They release their trailers, they release images, and there are specific images that they release themselves so that media sites like the New York Times, like CNN, like Slash Film, like any website, any news source whatsoever can pick them up and use them in promoting their material. It is essentially free promotion. If I were to write a video, or if I were rather to write an article and it was about Captain Marvel and then I posted a link to the trailer, guess what? That is more attention to them. If I were to do a video, which is what these people did, saying, here's what happens in the scene, let me show you the clip of what happens in the scene while I'm also talking about it, which is by very nature transformative, and making an opinion about it, showing it, guess what? That is also promotion. The reason why this is getting nonsensical to me is that no one in the situation has ever claimed that this material belongs to them. And in my mind, what copyright should be, the copyright law should protect. It should protect those people that have a right to certain things, and to be able to be known how those things are being used, and also to be given accreditation for when those things are being used. Now, of course, if they don't want them being used, they have a right to do that too. Here's the problem. When they, Disney, release something like this to the public, when they release something like this, like any type of press materials, they, by that very nature, say, these are things that you are allowed to use in your articles, in your videos, when talking about it on television stations, etc. Instead of going ahead and making individual contracts with everybody, all that they do is say, all right, here's the press packet, here's all the press information, go ahead and take with it and talk about it so that you can promote our movie. And so what we have here is a situation where this is not someone ripping out part of the movie that they had not yet released and putting it on YouTube. This is not someone saying, oh man, this is my movie and now I'm putting it out there for everyone else. These are people that are taking something that was released by Disney as a part of a press release, meaning that it was available to and for the press to be able to use in articles. Guess what? YouTube videos, YouTube content creators count now as being news creators as well, despite what many people are going to try and say, despite what many people are probably thinking to themselves. I mean, I'm sorry, you're going to get more accurate information from YouTubers nowadays than you would from the mainstream media, and yet the mainstream media are the ones that get the better algorithm, they get the better click, they get all the other, all the benefits of YouTube. All the things that used to make YouTube great for content creators is now being given to all the already pre-established news media, which has already shown itself to be just full of agendas and full of so many other nonsensical things. And so this thing, to me, is one of those moments where it's like, it needs to stop. Because it's beyond just this, too. It's anytime any person does a freaking trailer reaction where they are commenting on the trailer as it is being done on screen, and then afterwards they talk about it, too. Those videos should not be copyright struck. Period. And stop. Those should not even be copyright claimed. Because once the trailer has been released, and this is again what the mindset is, it is now a part of the press release, meaning that the press, meaning that people that are going to comment on it should be able to have full right to be able to use the footage that they have released. Again, it's not that this video was stolen from anything. It was a video that was released that they are simply commenting on. I don't even think of a copyright claim should be allowed in this circumstance, let alone a copyright strike against a channel. This is absolutely ludicrous, and what this goes ahead and shows is clearly that Disney is out of control. Disney is too powerful, to the point now where anytime anyone criticizes something that they want protected, and we have seen that time and time again when it comes to this nonsense with Captain Marvel. Anytime anyone does anything, we're going to copyright strike you, we're going to shut your live stream down, we're going to make sure that you can't live stream for a little bit, we're going to make sure that your revenue is hurt. And luckily this hasn't happened to me. But also, I'm not a person that relies on this revenue. I'm not a person that is working full-time on YouTube as some people are. Some people live off of streams. Some people live off of these videos. I am not one of those persons. But when you go out of your way, Disney, and any of the other bots that can, that are controlled by Disney, so that way Disney can say, oh, it wasn't us. We didn't directly claim it. Whatever nonsense they try and say. This is a broken system that YouTube needs to address. YouTube needs to create a system. Screw their stupid algorithm, because their algorithm it just sucks. Seriously, like, there's so many other words that are for it, but it sucks. It is ineffective. It is inefficient. How about instead of using a damn algorithm, you say anytime a video has actual copyrighted claims, has an actual copyright material that is being used that is not protected under fair use, only then, and only then, can a video be taken down. Then and only then can you be given a warning. Not, oh, it's gone through our algorithmic system and it's found that you may have or may not have used certain things, and so therefore we're just going to give you an automatic one that you can appeal, but it might take you a while. It might take a while for us to get back to you. No, that is ridiculous. That is ludicrous. And that is why I and so many others are praying for the day that there can be an alternate place where we can go to create content. Where we can go to create content, where we can go and people can actually get notified. See, here's the biggest problem of it all. Is that while all of this stuff is working on their end saying, oh, well, you see, the system works. It means it's catching copyright content. Okay, then why the hell are my people not getting notified whenever videos go live or whenever I go live? Why in the hell is it that the algorithm has become so jacked up that the views that I'm getting on my videos that used to produce a certain amount of revenue no longer produce that certain amount of revenue? Interesting. Isn't it interesting how that works? Isn't it interesting how you just change some, coding behind the scenes that hurts a bunch of other channels, especially smaller channels, but you're just fine. Nothing ever hurts you, right? This is going to hurt you. And what we need more than ever is we need channels. We need people like Pewdiepie, to be honest. We need people like Pewdiepie. We need people like Mr. Beast. We need people like Jacksepticeye. We need people like, seriously, these are all people that I've watched or have watched in the past. We need these giant channels to come out of their way and say, YouTube, if you don't fix this, we're out. Because at the end of the day, Pewdiepie can go to any new upstarting place he wants to put his videos out, and he'll be fine. So many of these big channels can do whatever the hell they want, and they will be totally fine. You know who wouldn't be fine? You know who couldn't survive that? YouTube. What we need now more than ever is we need to come together, big and small channels alike, and tell YouTube, unless you fix the problems that have been pervasive from the very beginnings with notifications and this stupid copyright system where people get hit with a strike, hit with a claim before anything has actually been seen by an actual real-life person. And until then, we're done. We go somewhere else. But we can't do that alone. Smaller channels especially. We can't just pack up and leave and go somewhere else. We can't just pick up and leave because it's going to be a lot harder for us. So I'm hoping and praying that people like Pewdiepie, people like the bigger channels out there on YouTube can listen to this, can hear this, and if they have a contact at YouTube, get in contact with them. But I'm telling you this right now, if you were to threaten them and say, we're going to leave, that would speak volumes, and that would get some change to happen. All right, so I know this is a very random video. I know it's probably going to screw up my algorithm, but hey, guess what? My algorithm is screwed up already anyway because YouTube sucks. And I'm sure me saying YouTube sucks is probably getting picked up in the algorithm saying, oh, we can't have someone saying YouTube sucks. Well, YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks. Disney, also, you suck as well. Yes, right. You suck as well. Oh, no, the press pass. I don't have press pass anyway. Like you would give me one anyway. Why would I care about that? Seriously. I don't care. And most of us don't. Because at the end of the day, all we care about is being honest and truthful and not being in the dark, hiding things, and a bunch of asshat liars like all of you corporate asshats are. Thank you for watching, guys. And as always, have a good one. God bless.